Apart from being one of the most visually stunning locations in which to live, buying at Amesbury will also be one of the most environmentally responsible decisions you could ever make. Due to the substantial investment already made in the Surbiton Park treatment facility, every home will have an endless supply of recycled water for watering your lawns and garden, washing the car, and of course, toilets. Enjoy life's simpler pleasures, all virtually within your own backyard. As the township grows, new stages will offer a variety of allotment sizes from townhouse sites up to superior, larger golf course fronting home sites. All Amesbury releases will provide magnificent amenity, whether close to the homestead as with our Stage 1 and 2 releases or the town centre. A wide variety of recreation destinations are yours to enjoy. A select group of Melbourne's leading builders have produced a range of exclusive designs in keeping with the unique character of Amesbury. As Amesbury evolves, the town will grow into a thriving retail centre catering to most of your daily needs. It's envisaged there will be cafes, restaurants, shops, medical facilities,
Accidents involving trucks and overhead power lines on rural properties continue to be a major concern. Each year there are dozens of incidents reported of trucks and other equipment contacting overhead power lines.
A little bit more.
By making contact with these overhead power lines, the tipper truck completed an electrical circuit with the electricity passing through the raised trailer to earth and also through the man operating the tailgate at the rear of the truck. Normally the driver is safe in the cab until the power company shuts off supply. In this instance, there is the threat of fire and he needs to get out of there as quickly as possible. He must jump well clear of the truck and avoid contacting the truck and the ground at the same time. Once on the ground, he must shuffle his way to safety using small steps for a minimum distance of at least 10 metres, ensuring that neither of his feet leave the ground. Under no circumstances should anyone go to the aid of or try and help someone who has received a shock and is still in contact with power lines. Keep clear by at least 10 metres until the electrical authority indicates it is safe to approach.
The accident is much harder to accept because he was always so responsible and safety conscious. He cared too much for his family to take any risks. All of his friends, they said he was a really safe worker. Life has been very hard since the accident. I'm still waiting to wake up after what's been a nightmare.
Not kid.
I went to Perth. Oh, this was some time afterwards. And honestly, I just wanted the plane to fall out of the sky.
When we first arrived in Victoria, we decided to settle in Highton, which is just outside of Geelong, which has got the high schools, the selection of primary schools, it's got shops, parks, play areas, everything here that we could possibly want, and we're not too far from several beaches.
After we decided on what house to get and the cars and the ute, we decided then that we would take a 3 months holiday. So we went to the Great Ocean Road, the zoos at Werribee, Melbourne, even went on the ferry to the other side, Port Phillip Bay. Just made the most of seeing a whole lot. After we took the holiday, I thought it was about time I started to work again, so I picked up the local paper, saw an advert Carpenters Wanted down in Torquay area, phoned it up. Guy said, come down for an interview. Went down for an interview, phoned me up the next morning and said, can you start straight away? And that was for a big construction company called Mirvac Homes, which is in Torquay, which was just 20 minutes just down the road for me, which is ideal. When that project finished, which was after 7 months, somebody recommended me for a big renovation, which is down at Bells Beach, which is literally just down the road from Torquay. And since that day, I've been here ever since, and I absolutely love it here.
I did suffer with homesickness when we first got here, but once the children settled at school and I could see how happy they were, everything sort of fell into place, and then I started making friends. You're getting to know different people and they can tell you what's what.
Melbourne, Australia, the capital of the state of Victoria. A great world city full of architectural diversity, urban vitality and cultural excitement. Melbourne is going through a revolution. A revolution that not only makes it the most livable city in the world, it will now become the most filmable city in the world. This is Central City Studios, the heart of the revolution, establishing Melbourne once again as the film capital of Australia. And the close proximity of the Victorian countryside offers the producer a diverse range of images that will bring your production to new levels and economies never available in one complete package. Designed to meet the needs of today's production demands, Central City Studios is the newest purpose-built studio complex with state-of-the-art technology. Central City comprises of 5 purpose-designed air-conditioned sound stages of varying sizes, each studio containing production office facilities, makeup, wardrobe, green rooms, star dressing rooms, holding bays and extensive warehousing complex, offering construction, departmental and storage areas unequalled in Australia. The Melbourne Film Office provides all levels of assistance in all levels of production. There are also attractive state and federal government incentives and rebates available for international productions. And when you want to get away from it all, Melbourne is a city of contrast where there is something for everyone. Over 4,000 restaurants, bars and music venues. In fact, there are more than 70 different national cuisines. There is always something happening in Melbourne. It is a city that loves to celebrate.
This is home renovators' heaven. But unless your renovation activities are bordering on professional or you have pretty deep pockets, this is a little unrealistic. All those tools, they were awesome.
Yeah, well, back to reality.
How about we take people through the tools they need for a basic toolkit?
Good idea.
And then later on, we'll talk about how to care for those tools.
Okay.
Now, can I ask you this? What is the number one tool used in a toolkit?
A hammer.
Almost. It's the claw hammer. Now, you need to get yourself one that's reasonably well weighted. About 550 to 650 grams is always pretty good. And in addition, a tack hammer and a mallet. They'll always come in handy.
Regular nap rollers, 10 to 12 millimetres, hold the paint better and are specifically designed for water-based paints. These rollers tend to provide a stipple finish, which is ideal for interior walls and ceilings. Then there's the long nap rollers, which range from 20 to 32 millimetres. They hold much more paint than any of the others and really work the paint into the surfaces. They're perfect for exterior rendered walls or rough timber finishes. There's a fact sheet outlining all the brushes and rollers you might need on our website. That's renobrothers.com.au.